For entrepreneurs in education, people are trying to make school better for kids and families. The big problem is that there's no attention to this stage. It's as if this stage doesn't exist.
The Tiny Fellowship is open to anyone with a bold idea for a school, program, product, or edtech tool. So our Essentials program actually teaches you how to define a problem well by working with students and families who are experiencing it today. And once you've done that, the Tiny Fellowship then teaches you how to test the idea so that you can actually get evidence that it works and that there's a path for you to be financially sustainable.
There are 4 things that we provide at this stage that are critical. The first is coaching, and that is just being with someone and pulling that idea out, and then with love and candor, giving people feedback on what is very naturally a bad version of the idea. It's early, it's messy, but it takes some skill to coach at this early level. So that's the first thing we do, and we try to get better at that every time we work with an entrepreneur.
I'm really early. I started even envisioning a school and just thinking that I would take on this task in May. And so here we are, and it's November, and I've already got a name. I've got a wonderful team of people that I can now pull on, and I've got a lot of direction leaving this weekend, like a ton of direction. I had to last night release some of the brain pressure because it was a lot. We've done a lot of work here.
This entire experience, not just the next few days, but Tiny is an invitation and a begging of you to act like an owner of the future of school and to see us as your champions and your supporters, not your bosses, not the experts who know everything, just people whose full-time job is to help you get your ideas in front of families and kids and make them better. That's the goal here.
The second is capital. Whether it's philanthropy or private capital, in this world of schooling and education, there are too few folks willing to bring capital up into these early stages. So we bring money, cash, to you at a stage when most investors wouldn't even think about talking to you.
With our capital from 4.0, we were really able to expand our programs and run larger, bigger pilots. And additionally, we were able to train more teachers so that we could run more programs and reach out to more schools in the New Orleans area.
The third thing we do is provide community. And we think that this iterative process of putting your ideas in front of families and students and having them give you feedback is rooted not in this overly romanticized vision of the entrepreneur as cowboy or entrepreneur as dude, usually white dude in a garage, coming up with something magical and making lives better. It's rooted in community, people who are giving you feedback. If you look at through history at the great ideas, they come from within a community of people talking to one another, not the lone ranger, the lone wolf.
Being around the 4.0 staff, being around other fellows, learning from them and vibing with them and getting that energy from them is something that stimulates me and keeps pushing me.
There are all these things I had never thought about because I'm in the beginning, and then I'm paired with people who have a school already started or like halfway down the pipeline, and so they're like peppering me like, well, that's a great thought, and so it's just like, it's incredible. This weekend is just really incredible.
And then the fourth thing is credibility.
As you graduate from the Tiny Fellowship, our team is going to give you connections and resources to help you be successful on your next stage of development. Our goal is to create a seamless pathway so that you can be successful with your venture as you move forward.
I can guarantee you that in 20 years, there are going to be 4.0 community member fingerprints all over school. And ultimately, that's what we're trying to do together. Cool. All right, sweet.